Hey everyone, Mac and TJ here, and in this one we'd like to basically share a 1 year anniversary of ours. A couple weeks back we exceeded 1 year on YouTube, and we weren't sure if we'd make it this far. We thought we'd just give it a shot and see how it goes. We've enjoyed some success, clearly not as much as we were hoping, but nevertheless we have subscribers that seem to take an interest in our thoughts and our feelings and what we have to say. And for the sake of our new subscribers who may not have watched one of our first videos to get acquainted with the Roundtable, I thought maybe we'd just do a brief bio on us. So I'll start with myself. I'm married, 2 cats, ex-Army, honorably discharged. I attained the rank of Sergeant E5 at the time I ETS'd. I did a 3-year tour in Germany, and if you watch a couple of my solo videos where I talk about I've seen communism, I talk about my experience on the border and what I saw looking eastward into communist East Germany. I really wish some of the younger generation would see and digest what I got to personally experience. Also, I did a solo some months back. Uncle Sam Wanted Me, and I kind of go from start to finish as far as my military career, and in that one I also show some pictures of what I saw and experienced on the East German border. 1986, I got to go to Panama for jungle school. We were still, when I was active duty, we were kind of in the nightmarish shadow of Vietnam, and everything was still geared to that discipline. So back then, jungle school was a big deal. A couple months before I ETS'd, I got to go to NTC, which is known as desert training, just south of the Mojave Desert. And something I have yet to share in any of our videos. In 1988, August and September of 1988, I had the opportunity to fight forest fires in Yellowstone and the Grand Teton area of Wyoming. And I got to tell you, in thinking back, when I tell people about it, it had to be one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had, was to go out there and fight forest fires. They simply didn't have enough professionals, and they used military to augment the professionals that were out there. I love reading political commentary. And a lot of my material that I share on our videos comes from Real Clear Politics, Daily Caller, The Federalist, American Thinker, American Greatness. Some of my real favorite authors is Victor Davis Hanson. I love his stuff. Conrad Black and Molly Hemingway, just to name a few. No George Will or William Crystals here, I'll tell you. Mac.
Yeah.
Your brief bio.
TJ, which you did not mention.
Okay.
I'm married for a long time, 35 years, a couple of daughters, and 2 grandsons. I've been a conservative virtually my entire life, from the time I was about 14 till now I'm 60. I'm a political news junkie, like TJ here, and I just want to see this, for the sake of my grandchildren, I'd like this republic to survive and be able to fight off the hordes of communists that we seem to be breeding in this country today. And that's really it about me.
Something I also wanted to share, I'll do so now. Mac and I have known each other since spring of 1990.
Yeah.
So what's that, 20 years?
29.
29 years, okay, so I have trouble with arithmetic.
Well, it'll be 30 this spring.
This spring it'll be 30 full years. When we worked together for a very long time, and when you work with someone for as long as we have, you get to see the best and the worst of that individual. I'm sure you concur with that.
Oh yeah.
So Mac's seen me at my best, and he's kind of seen me at my worst. Okay. So to our YouTube experience, it was harder than we thought. And we said this in one of our previous videos. We used to go to Hardee's, and we used to just kick it around politically and vent and rant about what we saw in the news or what we read and what had us worked up politically at the time. and we kind of had neutral observer tag along with us one time, and just said, man, you guys ought to videotape yourselves with the way you guys rant, you know. And so we thought we'd give it a try, and what we found was it wasn't quite that easy to just turn on the camera and start ranting. It required preparation. We had to have quality of material to hold the attention span of our viewers. And through trial and error, we basically kind of had to figure out what worked and what didn't work so good. Your thoughts?
And that's still an ongoing process, what works and what doesn't work. And one of the problems that I'm the person who puts our videos out there, and a great many are shared on Facebook, which has got its pitfalls, one of which is people will fall in love with the thumbnail picture, thinking it's a meme, and like, dislike, comment on the video that they haven't watched. I don't know how to stop that. I even went to a generic Michigan Conservative Roundtable logo, but as TJ pointed out to me, then people are thinking it's the same video. So anybody out there has got a comment that can help me traffic better, I'm sure game for it.
Yeah, that would be an explanation of why you might see a similar thumbnail and then all of a sudden they change it. We're still trying to figure out what works. I'd also include Mac is much better at social media than I am, in case some people are wondering I'm not more active. You know what? I struggle with it. You know, just when I think I have it figured out, I discover that I don't. So sorry. What I personally found was the necessity for accuracy and documentation. You know, back to our Hardy days when we just go there and rant. I'd read a political article and say, Mac, I read this the other day and blah 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 blah. Well, you just can't blah 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 on video because people are going to call you out. They're going to want to know where you got it from. They're going to dispute the accuracy of what you're purporting. And so what I really kind of determined to myself was, if I share something with you guys, I want you to know where I found it, so that if there's a dispute or something, it's with the article, not with me. I do believe I go to accurate sources. Like I said, I think I told you already. Daily Caller, Federalist, American Thinker. These I'll put them up against any liberal site any day when it comes to accuracy. Okay. So far, anything else?
We have viewers around the globe, actually. We have viewers in the UK. We've got a viewer in Australia. Terrific guy. We'll call him Jack because that's his name. And we've got people in Texas, all throughout the United States who watch us. We've got a lady who was an early on subscriber in Washington State who's always sharp in her opinions. And we might be adding a third person to the roundtable again. We'll leave that out in the open or leave that out on the back burner for the moment, but look for that to come soon.
Well, yeah, if we're fortunate. In regards to viewers out there, for a while we had to deal with some young stud who mocked us for our age and our bellies, and I would just, if that person's still watching, challenge him. Unfortunately, I doubt we'll be around, but I'd like to see what kind of condition he's in once he reaches the ripe old age of 60.
Yeah.
You know, so we had to deal with some young guy and his mean-spiritedness.
He also wanted to know where we lived.
Yeah.
Where do you people live was his comment.
Well, I think he said come from, because your response was we come from.
We people come from Southeast Michigan, is what I said.
Yeah, we people come from Southeast Michigan. I'm ready to wrap up. You got anything else? I just wanted to make sure, we're just average guys. Look, we're not like these sickening elitists you might see on the tube somewhere.
Yeah.
And what we really wanted to do was, any average Joe Schmo out there, hey, we're with you, guy. You're not alone. There's people out here that think like you do, and that's part of the reason of why I was really wanting to do this. Basically we need to uplift each other. Don't give up the fight. And these libs are in it for the long haul. Don't kid yourself.
Right.
And you know what? We all run into them on a daily basis. Just 2 days ago, I overheard 2 libs ranting about us Trump supporters. So we've got to stick together, and we've got to uplift each other. And I'll keep going on and on. Unless
Well,
you got
we need
something else.
your support to get to more people, and that requires a like, a subscription, which is easy to do. I fear that's one of our problems, is that we're on Facebook and people get to watch it without subscribing. But if you're not subscribed, you can't comment on the video, and we really want your feedback.
Yeah, and we do try to read them and respond. I certainly don't want anyone to think they're being ignored. So that's something we really do try to keep an eye on. And I guess that's it. Just a big thank you to all our subscribers and those who have viewed and really kind of kept us going in our very first year endeavor here on YouTube. And as we always say, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.